In order to develop treatments and cures for diseases, you have to understand what is happening in those patients with the diseases. NDRI provides that bridge to get samples from patients so we can learn about the diseases so we can then develop therapies.
I have a greatest respect as a physician, as a scientist, a passionate patient advocate, and as a human being, Dr. David Fajgenbaum. Identified as a doctor who cured himself by New York Times, David's story is that of the college quarterback at peak athletic performance, to a medical school student who, blindsided by mysterious illness, idiopathic multicentric Castleman disease, is extremely deadly and rare condition that acts sort of like cross between cancer and autoimmune disease. Between hospitalization, he studied his own charts and tested his own blood samples, looking for clues what could unlock a new treatment, and eventually came up with ambitious plan to crowdsource the most promising research questions and recruit world-class researchers to tackle them. He is in his longest remission ever, thanks to precision treatment that he identified himself, which has never been used before to treat Castleman disease. His novel approach to collaborative scientific inquiry has become blueprint for advancing rare disease research. Please join me in recognizing and congratulating Dr. David Fajgenbaum.
To be recognized by NDRI, which does such incredible work for patients like me, it's just such a huge honor. And then, of course, to be recognized among such incredible scientists is just incredible. I have to start by thanking my incredible wife, Caitlin. She's been by my side from the very beginning, when I went from being a healthy medical student to laying in a hospital bed and having my last rites read to me. She sat next to me when my doctors told me that we've tried everything and that there's nothing else that we can do. I also want to thank my incredible team at the Castleman Disease Collaborative Network, some of which are here today. Together, my family and my team have helped me to turn my hope into action and to achieve things that I never thought were possible. I went from not knowing anything about science and just being a young medical student to performing experiments on my own samples that ended up uncovering a drug that had never been used before for my disease that I began testing on myself. A drug that was sitting on the pharmacy shelf because it was approved for other conditions. And it's now been over 8 years that I've been in remission on this drug. Oh, thank you. Thank you. At Penn, we launched the Center for Cytokine Storm Treatment and Laboratory to unlock mechanisms of hyperinflammatory diseases like Castleman disease and to identify existing treatments that are already on the pharmacy shelf that we can repurpose to treat these horrible conditions like Castleman's. I especially want to express my thanks to the University of Pennsylvania, my colleagues at Penn, who have created the environment that enables discoveries like you heard about earlier tonight and discoveries that I've been a part of. It makes us beg the question, how many more drugs are sitting at our neighborhood pharmacy that could be life-saving drugs for you or someone you love? And that really highlights how much work we still have to do. So our center at the University of Pennsylvania is really leaning into this space to try to fill this gap by leveraging novel technologies to better understand disease biology and then ask what drugs are already FDA approved that can maybe impact that disease. There's incredible potential to have a huge impact on patients' lives here, but also around the world. I'm not supposed to be here, and I don't know how much longer I will be, but as long as I am here and as long as there are patients waiting for cures while they're sitting on the pharmacy shelf, we're going to continue to search for those cures, but we know that we can't do it alone. And I hope you all will join us to uncover these hidden cures so that no patient is told that we've tried everything when there's a life-saving cure on the pharmacy shelf. Thank you guys so much.